Music sweet, music sweet. The one who invented music has got to be terrific, got to be the one who created the sun and the trees.
One more time.
Music schools in the community. A program geared to changing lives through music education was a simple seed planted in Panyards in Trinidad in 2012. But in just a few semesters, it has already blossomed into a tree of great beauty and strength, nurtured and fertilized by the Culture Division of the Ministry of the Arts and Multiculturalism. First conducted in 6 Panyards and community spaces in North, South, East, West, and Central Trinidad, it has produced fruit beyond expectations. Back in 2010, Cabinet approved a music clinic in the community, a clear indication that something therapeutic was afoot. Designed to reclaim neighborhoods throughout the land, it was conceived as a, quote, key strategy to counteract the growth of crime, unquote. By 2011, the Culture Division was mandated to conduct multidisciplinary music training. In 2012, 353 participants graduated, while in 2013, 274 graduated. In 2014, 237 graduated. A pattern of reducing quantity, if you will, to make way for increasing quality. By March 2013, Parliament had also commissioned a report on the state of youth at risk, which recommended the use of the liberal and performing arts, quote, because of its potential to develop creativity, discipline, self-esteem, and love for humanity in the individual, unquote. The Culture Division then saw it fit to introduce the program to children's homes and correctional institutions.
What we were doing was bringing music literacy to communities. And we thought that this was one of the best places to come. St. Mary's, St. Dominic's, YTC, St. Michael's was the best place to come because it gives us an opportunity to come to a place that loves music. A place where music has been at the core of the programming. And we can achieve our objectives while we help the homes to achieve their objectives.
When this program was launched, the theme was changing lives through music education. And today, that theme resonates even more with us. That transformation in terms of attention, concentration, commitment, we have seen that throughout the program.
There are so many wonderful programs that we have allowed to escape, because of funding and have died. And we ask ourselves the question, why gangs emerge and why do we have all the antisocial behavior and why our community is divided and fragmented is because there are no programs like what the ministry is doing, pumping programs into communities that are at risk, telling young people that God has given them, a special gift in terms of music. And I cannot be in the business for 22 years talking about youth development and don't introduce music as part of an important pillar to ensure that young people can move on from strength to strength.
One of the main goals is to develop and improve the level of music literacy and musicianship among its clientele. The specific learning outcomes of the program will allow participants to demonstrate an understanding of basic playing techniques, demonstrate an ability to perform simple sounds and exercises, and sight read moderately difficult passages with accuracy and expression.
And what is most important is we emphasize music literacy. So once you come here, you leave here being able to read music, which means you'll be able to play anywhere you go outside of Trinidad with anyone once you've attained the proficiency level.
My niece, who is pretty much my daughter, performed tonight. And one of the things I always wanted to do that I never got a chance to do was to be able to be literate in music and to be able to read music. And I feel so proud, and I'm sure all of the parents tonight can feel that pride and can feel that joy.
They read in music. You don't have to tell them, this is A, this is B. They pick up the score, no, Jenna, what bar? For students that young to come and say, Jenna, what bar? It really encourages me to come to class every time.
As we take a look at the design of the program, we discover it accommodates beginner and intermediate level participants. Semesters are held for 84 contact hours over a period of 12 weeks. Even now, there is a call to prolong this period of instruction.
We are looking forward to this program expanding. We ourselves plan to expand it in our own way, to put our touch onto it, and to really see continued benefits coming to the members of the band as well as the community at large.
This is where my daughter started. Even though she owned an instrument, she did not have anyone to teach her to play it properly. And she has not missed any of these programs since actually she's get totally excited every time it comes around. She took the opportunity this year though to play a different instrument because she has since continued playing her guitar out of this program. She has moved on to classical guitar, which she totally loves, but wish she could play every instrument under the sun, right? But I want to take this opportunity to thank the ministry for this program because if not, I don't think she would have been where she is today in music.
This music school has changed my life. I learned how to read music. I learned how to play the pan better. I learned how to play the saxophone, trumpet, trombone, and I really hope we have a third semester because everything we learn here, I will use it to carry me further on in life.
Recitals are conducted at each venue at the end of the semester and intended to showcase the results of the many hours of practice and rehearsals put in by the students during the course of the semester. Parents, family members, friends, and other community stakeholders are extremely appreciative and supportive of the students in this music literacy and instrument performance program, facilitated by the Ministry of the Arts and Multiculturalism.
I played trumpet in this program, and I liked it a lot because the tutors, they gave us attention, and in any areas that we were weak, they helped us. We also learned theory in order to play the music. We can't play music without theory. And the overall experience was very nice. We learned pan and we learned different instruments.
In 2014, recitals were held at the Armajot Sabha Mandir in Cunupia, the St. James Police Youth Club in Pitti Valley, the Casablanca Steel Orchestra in Belmont, at the Sangregandi Chordettes Panyard, the Cuva Joylanda Steel Orchestra, the Potential Symphony Steel Orchestra in Malik, and at the Golden Hands Panyard in San Fernando. Learning to play a musical instrument is one of the few activities which involves the use of the entire human brain.
Did you know that every time musicians pick up their instruments, there are fireworks going off all over their brain? On the outside, they may look calm and focused, reading the music and making the precise and practiced movements required. But inside their brains, there's a party going on. How do we know this? Well, in the last few decades, neuroscientists have made enormous breakthroughs in understanding how our brains work by monitoring them in real time with instruments like fMRI and PET scanners. When people are hooked up to these machines, tasks such as reading or doing math problems each have corresponding areas of the brain where activity can be observed. But when researchers got the participants to listen to music, they saw fireworks. Multiple areas of their brains were lighting up at once as they processed the sound, took it apart to understand elements like melody and rhythm, and then put it all back together into unified musical experience. And our brains do all this work in the split second between when we first hear the music and when our foot starts to tap along. But when scientists turned from observing the brains of music listeners to those of musicians, the little backyard fireworks became a jubilee. It turns out that while listening to music engages the brain in some pretty interesting activities, playing music is the brain's equivalent of a full-body workout. The neuroscientists saw multiple areas of the brain light up, simultaneously processing different information in intricate, interrelated, and astonishingly fast sequences.
Playing an instrument is intrinsic to all cultures and has surprising benefits not only for learning languages, improving memory, and focusing attention, but also for physical coordination and improving overall academic performance.
To become a good musician, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is key to success. And when your children come here and spend time learning to play an instrument, I am sure you all can already tell me stories that your children's behavior has changed.
What I have seen developing in my son, and I know it will develop in all the rest of students in this class, is that his confidence has grown so much. He's able to travel on his own without mommy being with him. He's able to speak to people now. He would, in the temple, he have to have little programs. He'll be able to give a little speech, a little something on the program. And his talent, his academics has improved so much.
I have a son who is in second year, and they have a system in school where they have various marks and stars for cleanliness, for behavior, and also for academic performance. And his chart has been full of stars. And I think this has been a contributing factor to his discipline. And I would like to encourage many parents out there to bring them to these music schools and see the difference, see the growth, see the change, the transformation that is possible with music.
But what is it about making music that sets the brain alight? The research is still fairly new, but neuroscientists have a pretty good idea. Playing a musical instrument engages practically every area of the brain at once, especially the visual, auditory, and motor cortices. And as with any other workout, disciplined, structured practice in playing music strengthens those brain functions, allowing us to apply that strength to other activities.
What playing a musical instrument does to your brain is no longer a mystery. The Ministry of the Arts and Multiculturalism is making these mental benefits readily available to nationals in the music schools in the Communities program.
At the time when this program came, we had sat, management and the board, and we had set a plan in place. I knew that it needed support, but as God would have it, you came.
The Music Schools in the Community program provides youth and community members of any age the opportunity for social interaction and bonding in a group setting, creates avenues for self-expression, allows for the emergence of talent and creativity, and encourages community building, growth, and personal development on the road to self-sufficiency. The Culture Division, with full support from its artists in residence, tutors, students and community members, is passionately committed to building the capacity and competency of cultural and artistic organizations and is encouraged by its first harvest, its first fruits.
When I saw all these wonderful young people who for the first time playing a musical instrument and doing so from reading from a score sheet, what came to my mind was, this is actually happening. This is a dream that we had, that this would be happening in communities. And it is actually happening.
I can honestly state that the numerous benefits of this program extend outwards to not only the community, but to the whole country.
On behalf of the tutors, we all think on the same level that we want this program to continue. We are willing to come and keep working with them. They did well. They did well.
It was difficult for me to choose the most improved student because every one of my students improved. I have seen people come from not knowing anything at all in music theory to getting 80-something and 90-something% in the exams that were given.
We have seen students move from the first stage, very quickly with dedication and sacrifice, maybe to a very high stage now, just in a couple short months. So again, I am extremely happy and proud as the president and spiritual leader of Amarjyot Mandir.
The Ministry of the Arts and Multiculturalism therefore continues to pursue its mandate and will be expanding its musical education program into more community spaces in 2015 and well beyond.
Jacinta will know exactly what to do with this class until I reach. They will not miss a beat. If they're supposed to start a certain time, she will make sure they get the instruments out, the warm-up and all that. So I too would like to present my prefect with very good work, very good work. But you need us to continue. Your personal trombone.
The Music Schools in the Community program, changing lives through music education.